Over in the Big 12.
Yes.
Iowa State won?
No. Texas Tech won.
Iowa State 2.
Iowa State 2.
Arizona State 3.
Arizona State 3.
Who the hell is fourth?
Utah, but I don't feel good about it.
I've got Baylor fourth, but I don't feel great about that either.
Good luck.
I know. I've got Baylor, TCU, BYU, and then Utah.
I've got Baylor further down. But again, if you think that's incorrect, I'm not going to argue with you on any of these picks after probably the top three. So I have Utah 4, BYU 5, TCU 6.
Yeah.
And then I have Cincinnati, Kansas, and Baylor. I'm not as high on Baylor as you are. As close as they were at home against Arizona State.
And you're pretty low in Houston, apparently.
I don't think much of Houston right now. If you need every single second to beat Oregon State, I don't know about you.
Did you mention K-State at all?
I didn't. So I have Baylor in for like 8th. And then I go Arizona, Kansas State, UCF. Kansas State just beat UCF, which is good.
Yep.
But they've already lost to Arizona as well,
right?
Who did not look good against Iowa State.
And then you round it out with what? Oklahoma State and West Virginia.
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So Houston after UCF, Colorado, West Virginia, Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Colorado's 2 and 3. West Virginia has the nice win against Pitt, but they've otherwise been kind of donkey. And then Oklahoma State, who actually had some fight against Baylor.
I just feel like we're hurtling towards another 4 or 5 way tie in this conference.
Same.
I mean, I think it's inevitable that it's going to end up there. I feel better about Iowa State right now because it feels like among the teams at the top, they're the most trustworthy. And a lot of that falls on the arm of Rocco Becht.
Sure.
Who seems like he is playing with veteran poise and veteran leadership. And as the offense is coming along, which, by the way, looked okay this past week.
Right.
As the offense is coming along and kind of growing into this new form after losing 2 1,100-yard receivers, he has been a real steadying force. Now, this is not to say they're blowing teams out.
They are not.
They did blow out this weekend against Arizona. I mean, they had a huge lead. But otherwise, separate from this win this past weekend, it's not like they're out there blowing the doors off teams, but I think they've definitely shown some veteran leadership. And I feel good about that. I also feel good about what we have started to see from Arizona State. That said, this was not the most impressive win that we saw on Friday night.
Yeah.
Like, Sonny Dykes put it best in the postgame that TCU kept shooting itself in the foot. They had 3 turnovers. They gave up 6 sacks. Arizona State was good enough to win, despite the fact that if you look at the box score, they should have won by more. They outgained them by a 500 to 271 margin. They still only beat TCU by 3 points.
Yeah.
I think the best of ASU is really interesting, but I also think the next 4 games should tell us everything because they're at Utah, home against Texas Tech, home against Houston, and then on the road at Iowa State. The Houston conversation is also kind of interesting for me.
Okay.
Houston is off to their best start since 2016, I believe.
Okay.
They had a nice little fourth quarter comeback here. I saw some fans online calling them the Cardiac Cougs, which is perfect.
Sure.
They ended up scoring 14 points in the final 6 minutes to go to overtime to win this game against Oregon State, who's not good, on Friday night by a field goal.
Right.
It just feels like Houston, as I said when we did our previews way back when, Houston has a coach who knows what he's doing. That stands for something in my book.
Agree.
And this team is already leaps and bounds better than they were a year ago. This is not to say they're one of the top teams in the conference, but I think they are good enough at present to influence the conversation the remainder of the way. It will have a bite at the apple against some of these teams in front of them. And if they dump 1, if they dump 2 of them, that's going to have a real impact in a conference that could be decided by a mass tiebreaker. That's why I'm interested in Houston.
Okay. They currently sit as the 130th most efficient offense in America.
I know.
Which is why I have them in the back half of the Big 12.
I understand that.
They beat Colorado's third-string quarterback and they needed overtime to beat an 0-5 Oregon State. So I just think it's better to win than lose. But the manner in which they're doing it doesn't leave me sweaty and hot and bothered.
No, I mean, but case in point, this week at home, a 12.5-point dog against Texas Tech coming to town.
Sure.
I like Texas Tech a lot. I would think that point spread would be a little bit higher. It's not. That tells me something in its own right.
This is Texas Tech coming off of a bye?
Yes.
With quarterback questions. I mean,
With
Will Hammond was
quarterback
obviously
questions.
very good, but we'll see.
I would think that would be a bigger line. That's just me. And another team that we mentioned, or I guess didn't mention enough, is Cincinnati. Cincinnati's actually favored by 1 at home against Iowa State this week.
Which kind of makes sense. They've been very quietly competitive in that opening game loss against Nebraska. Who did they just beat in a shootout? Kansas?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can move the ball. I think they're interesting. They have the 4th most efficient offense in America. Cincinnati runs the hell out of the ball. They're throwing the ball really well. Their defense has been fine as long as you run at them and don't throw at them.
That's right.
Because Jalen Daniels lit them up. But I think Cincinnati is a really good story.